with us. So right now, the NBA does not have, we discussed this before, they don't have a vaccine mandate yet. And it's interesting to see this kind of unfold. I know Mark Cuban is mad at Trey Burke, for example, who is of the Dallas Mavs, which is my hometown team. But Mark Cuban is a goddamn dipshit when it comes to a lot of things. He's a billionaire, but there's a lot of stupid rich people. Thank capitalism for that. And that's the beauty of it. You don't got to be the smartest motherfucker in the world to make a lot of money, because you guys have seen me and Mark Cuban go back and forth many, many times on Twitter, because the motherfucker don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But nonetheless, that's a side note. He is in the Mavericks as an organization won 100% vaccination rate. Trey Burke is getting in conflict kind of with that. And now the NBA has announced not too long ago that they will be withholding monies from unvaccinated players that missed games this season. Now, again, that's a self-inflicted wound. They're not missing, they wouldn't be missing games because they want to miss games. They'd be missing games because of the rules set up by, be it the states that they're going in or the cities that require it, mainly like with indoor gatherings and require vaccinations before that. So you got like New Orleans, New York City, obviously, where Kyrie Irving himself plays, as well as like LA and pockets of California. I don't know if like Oakland or where the Golden State Warriors play have that same sort of issue. Any player who elects to not comply with local vaccination mandates will not be paid for the games that he misses. And this is Mike Bass. That's what he said in a statement. He is the NBA spokesperson. So they came out with that, suggesting the so pro player league. And I got a question for Mr. LeBron James. I wonder if he's going to come out in support or the players union. I don't know if Chris Paul is still ahead of that. But I wonder if the players union or LeBron James, who goes around saying that owners and shit have this slave mentality or some shit. I wonder if it's slave mentality right here, in which they're I don't want to say, it's kind of quasi weird shit where they're wanting to require people to get vaccinations, and they are not going to make any adjustment on behalf of the player. They're just saying you're going to miss out on money because you can't perform. Now, look, rules are rules. I'm not saying they don't have the right to do that. I just want to know from Mr. LeBron James if this is considered the slave mentality, is what you would I believe what you stated not too long ago when referring to these owners and some of these aspects of rich folk doing rich folk thing, right? Nonetheless, this sucks because this would, of course, impacts the bottom line of a lot of people. And this is what a lot of people are dealing with in the real world. So it's not unlike that, right? It's you guys are in areas that are requiring, be it by the state, requiring you to get vaccinated, and they've given you ultimatums or they've given you dates that you need to make. And if you don't make the dates, then you're going to be missing out on money. You're going to be basically on unpaid leave, or you're going to be fired or whatever it is. This isn't unlike what a lot of people in the real world are doing, and that's enough to coerce people into doing something that they otherwise don't want to do. But what we're saying is that this league ain't pro player as they thought that they were, or rather they acted like they were. It was only, we can be pro fist in the air, kneeling and putting shit on jerseys and all that other dumb shit. But God forbid a grown ass man who is in the prime peak shape of his life doesn't want to get a fucking injection. Then all of a sudden, we're not taking these guys back. The NBA, if they wanted to right now, to say, look, y'all going to be missing out on money. These home games are going to be played elsewhere because stars like Kyrie Irving aren't going to get vaccinated. So we're going to have to end up playing some of these games, which they have the capacity to do if they really wanted to. We're going to be playing these games out of the area. And if these people care so much about players and their right to make decisions, right? It's funny watching all of these people turn. You got Mark Lamont Hill, who just ended up in the hospital for clotting issues, by the way, calling Jonathan Isaac, or what he said, which was a very rational response in terms of what he had. He's going around saying that, this person, this only makes sense, or this sounds smart to people that don't really understand what's going on, right? That's what he gets to say. These folks care so much about these players impacting their mobility and so much. But when it came to the vaccine, they willing to throw them under the bus. So I want to see if the leaders like LeBron James, you might be vaccinated, but it's not even about that, right? This is about being pro player, right? Pro decision making, right? These people can make decisions on their behalf, and you might have got it under your own will and said, okay, it was worth it for me to get. I don't even know if LeBron James is vaccinated, by the way, but you may have got it. But you can imagine if LeBron controls the NBA, right? If LeBron said, you know what, fuck it, I'm not vaccinated, or I'm standing on behalf of my brothers and the players in this league, and if they don't want to get it, I ain't gonna fucking get. I don't want to. That's their right to do it, and I'm not gonna play any games. Boy, the NBA would be changing policies like that. I'm talking the day he came out and said that shit. You have Mike Bass coming out, NBA spokesman, like, all right, we're just gonna reverse everything it is that we did. So I want to see if he's going to really stand up for these players, even though he might be vaccinated. And that goes for all the other pro-black stars and all this, because the pro is a big league, and a lot of these players are black, by the way, that are not getting this vaccination, that have made it clear. Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Isaac, Bradley Beal. I want to see if these guys are going to go to bat for them publicly, or are they going to sit and hide in the motherfucking corner because they don't want to go to bat for their players, which they can't claim to care so much about with their fists in the air. I want to see what LeBron James got. I want to see if he comes out and he says, look, that's his decision. He has that right to make that decision. And I don't think it's right that y'all want to force him to do it. That's all I want him to. You know what? If he did that, I would do a video the next fucking day. Maybe the same day, depending on when we did the show. And I congratulate him and I give him props for it. Because that's what this is about. It's like me being against like the drug war. I'm straight edge. I don't do fucking drugs. I know that shit has ruined a lot of people's lives, however. And in any given chance, if you ask me, it's not like number one on my list of things to prioritize. But if anybody asks me what my position is on the drug war, of course you know what my position is. Right? Despite me not being impacted by that, I know it's rotten. I want to see what he got. See what you got. All the stars of the NBA. I want to see what you guys got. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Cannon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcannonsake.com.